Welcome back to Local 5 Live. When long-term planning for your family, protecting someone's home from long-term care costs is definitely a consideration.
It's today's topic with Hooper Law Office and attorneys Abigail and Collin. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Well, let's start with why this is a concern.
So oftentimes with long-term care planning in the home, the phrase or terminology that we hear is an example. Mom or dad went into care and then they passed away and the nursing home came in and took their house. And so the concern is, why can the nursing home come and take the house? Where does that come into play if someone needs care? And it's not really the nursing home coming in and taking someone's house. It's because that person would have accessed Medicaid benefits. And Medicaid is a federal benefit. Wisconsin has its own program that helps to pay if someone needs long-term care in skilled nursing, assisted living in their own home. And when you access that Medicaid benefit, it is something that has an estate recovery component. So a home is a non-countable asset for Medicaid. You can have it and access benefits, but when that person passes away, that's where a lien can be placed against the property up to whatever was paid in benefits. So someone could lose the equity in their home to their long-term care costs.
How can someone avoid, or can someone avoid, having a lien placed on their home in this situation?
So because the lien or the estate recovery only happens when that person is accessing Medicaid, a couple of situations where that would be avoided is if you had enough income and assets to pay privately, or if you're not fortunate enough to be in that situation, things like long-term care insurance could also help pay for your stay without maybe having to access Medicaid. But without those things, prior to August 1st of 2014, revocable trusts and life estate deeds were something that could help protect assets. But now we're in a situation where one of the more popular tools would be an irrevocable trust.
So why is that irrevocable trust more trustworthy, if you will, than, say, putting the home in kids' names?
Sure. So we always say that there are very few absolutes. Attorneys are not nice when we answer with it depends or, given these things. But this is probably one of the most true things is it's just never a good idea to put your home in your kids' names. And the reason why an irrevocable trust is so much safer, and we do talk about this at our public seminars too, but just to give you a high level, there's no greater loss of control for someone than to give something that they own to another person. Okay. You can run into evictions and rent and issues like that, which happens. It's a huge concern for liability, because we're concerned that if someone needs long-term care, well, what happens to them happens to their property. Another person still has liabilities too, even if it's not long-term care. And it's also bad for taxes, which is somehow the point that we get most people interested in, is it's bad tax planning. There can be strategies in the irrevocable trust to help preserve 121 exclusions and step up in basis, which is really helpful to reduce or eliminate capital gains taxes.
Okay.
And this is why you need them to help you navigate all of that.